Around the year 500 BC, the standard Greek warship was called the trireme. This ship worked as essentially a giant rowboat with top speeds around 11.5 knots or 13 miles per hour. Some estimates suggest short bursts of speed up to 20 knots or 23 miles per hour. How did they achieve such great speeds in a giant rowboat? The trireme gets its name from the 3 rows of oars. A large group of soldiers could coordinate their efforts to get the boat moving so quickly that it could be used for ramming. Of course, they couldn't get such coordination without direction. While Christians have long used the boat as a symbol of the church, they usually have fishing boats in mind, not warships. But our battle is not against flesh and blood, it's against powers and principalities. It's against the devil, folks. Under the accountable leader model, our ship is owned by Jesus, and we can only use it for his purposes. The pastor serves as the captain of the ship, who points everyone in one direction, because if different people are trying to go in different directions, we will get nowhere and quickly. The captain, or pastor, appoints staff who coordinate with those who are rowing the ship. On the ships, they might have to beat drums or use other signals to get everyone synchronized. In the church, they equip the members with guidance and direction to keep the ship moving. The governing board serves as navigators. They're the ones with the map, and if the captain starts to steer the ship off course, they will correct the captain and make sure that the ship stays headed in the right direction. At the same time, if anyone tries to pressure the pastor to steer the ship away from the course that's been set, the navigators will come to the pastor's defense. Their job is simply to make sure that the ship does not stray from its course. The decisions about how to deal with weather conditions, other ships, or sea serpents are made by the captain working with his directors, and as long as they stay on course, it's up to them how they deal with those day-to-day situations. The governing board does not tell the captain how to steer the ship or how fast to go, but the directors are in constant communication with the pastor for feedback on speed and direction, and to let him know when the crew needs to slow down or switch seats. Even the exact path is left up to the captain, as long as the ship is headed overall towards its destination. So in the church, the pastor provides the overall direction based on the vision discovered by the congregation. He works constantly with the directors to make sure that they have the resources and training they need so that they can manage the various areas of ministry. Of course, he also continues to do all the regular pastor things like preaching and visiting shut-ins and seeing to the overall health of the sheep. Meanwhile, the directors oversee the management of the various areas of ministry, organizing and equipping the congregation to do the work of the church, that is, connecting the people of our community to Christ's love through compassionate kindness. The governing board works with the pastor to establish boundaries under which he, the directors, and the rest of the congregation can operate. They also establish annual measurable goals, both for the congregation's spiritual life and the pastor's spiritual life for the year, and check at the quarterly meetings on the progress and status of those goals. If the congregation is getting off course, the pastor is held accountable, and they work together to figure out what needs to change to get everyone back on course. So grab an oar, everybody. Let's get this thing up to speed. And ramming speed!